Rod's least favorite spot. If you'd rather have cider than coffee, Bauman's Farm is hosting its annual Cider Festival this weekend.
I think we should have both. Some of the top cider makers are in town. They're trying to win the title of People's Choice winner. I like this.
I'll be honest with you, the device I use to hear you with, Kathy, Brenda, Rod, is not working properly this morning. It's giving me fits. I thought maybe if I rubbed it on my overalls, it would work better.
Maybe it's soaked in cider.
Yeah, you're getting cider all over it.
Cider from when you opened that on your overalls?
Hey, I heard that. That actually worked. I can hear you again.
Love it.
No kidding. I can hear you loud and clear now. So, were you saying anything that I should have heard before?
We were very impressed with your cider opening on the overalls. That was very impressive.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. They're talking about the cider opening. I have to be honest with you. That was Christine's idea. I'll introduce her properly in a moment. We're at Bauman Farms and just a little south of Woodburn in Jervis this morning. Now I feel like I've wasted a lot of time talking about the fact that I can't hear them. Cider Festival is this weekend, part of the big picture, the great picture that is the annual Harvest Festival celebration here at Bauman Farms. The Cider Festival will feature 15 local cider makers, among them Portland Cider Company, represented this morning by Miss Helen Lewis, and also the hometown kid, if you will. How about that? The hometown favorite, Bauman's Century Farm Cider. They make it here. They have it now. Christine Walter is the cider maker behind Bauman's Cider. So, Christine, with you in a moment. Helen, with you now. Could you pour me a little bit of what you've brought here and talk about what you're bringing to the festival tomorrow and Sunday?
Absolutely. So we are pouring the sangria, which is a fan favorite year-round, and pumpkin spice, which is our brand new seasonal.
This is the pumpkin spice. Tell me a little bit about it while I sample it just a little bit.
So it's pretty much fall in a glass. It's got semi-sweet apple base, 100% Northwest apples, with a bunch of fall flavors like you're taking a bite of a liquid pumpkin pie.
You've got the fall in a glass. Exactly. Look what you did there. Nicely done. I'm going to make my way back to you, Christina. While I come to you, I will mention to others that the Cider Festival happening at Bauman's is from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m., Saturday and Sunday. People were wondering earlier, Christine, can my kids come into the Cider Festival area with me? Yes, they can. The adults will wear the wristbands. The kids will not. The adults will drink the hard cider. That's twice now. I can't say that word. The adults will drink the hard cider. The kids will not. What are you pouring for us this weekend, Christine?
This weekend I'm pouring a pineapple cider, a little farewell to summer, and I've also got our brand new boysenberry lemonade.
Boysenberry lemonade cider? I mean, did we still call that a cider?
It's still a cider because it's apple base.
May I try some?
Oh, you may.
And the idea behind the Bauman's cider, because in some ways it's very old, in other ways it's kind of new. Explain.
Well, my great-grandfather was making hard cider here on the farm back in the early 1900s in barrels in the barn. And
then you started doing it again just a couple of years ago.
Just a couple years ago.
And that, by the way, is lovely.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Bauman's Farm in Jervis, just south of Woodburn, open every day through Halloween for their annual Harvest Festival. Lots of great activities for the entire family every weekend. And yes, this weekend, the festival also includes the other festival, the Cider Festival. That's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Kid-friendly. That is to say, the kids can enter the Cider Festival area with you while you enjoy the cider. Christine, cheers.
Cheers.
Helen, cheers.
Cheers.
Rodney, Brenda, Kathy, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To you too. I have to do mine with coffee, but
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I kind of feel like today would have been, I like coffee, but I feel like today would have been more fun overall if it were National Cider Day, especially National Hard Cider Day.
We'll have to get to that on a Friday.